Let's go ahead and agree right now that for city dwellers, the road trip might just be the best thing ever invented. A ton of camera gear in the back, even better. On this road trip, I'm with some of the On1 crew, including my good buddy Matt Kloskowski. Matt and I have been out shooting together a bunch of times, but never where we're headed. This trip will take us to the vast and spectacular southeastern corner of Oregon, through some of the more remote regions of the US. Our first photo stop, the renowned Painted Hills. They've been photographed quite a bit, but neither Matt nor I have ever checked them out. It's one of those spots that as a photographer, you just don't want to pass up. After showing up right as the sun is setting, we get what we can. In the end, we made the best of it, and it was well worth the short detour, even though our results were a little mixed. We're hauling, but trying to get here in time. Beautiful clouds all the way. Kloskowski effect, like no clouds.
Dude, I'm right here.
I don't know.
We've never explained the Kloskowski effect, but the effect is whenever I show up to a scene, any good clouds that happen to have been there are gone. I think when we pulled up, we kind of had an idea of what we wanted to shoot, and that wasn't really panning out because it was back there with
blue sky.
Blue sky, we'll call that. We'll call it blue sky instead of what you called it before. So I think, your gears switch and you go into, okay, so you shoot what you're supposed to shoot, which was the Painted Hills, which are pretty, but then after that you kind of go where the action is, and I think a lot of outdoor photographers would do that. You go where the action is. The action was the opposite way, where there were clouds.
Straight into the sun.
Right into the sun, but some
it was
prettier
beautiful
clouds.
because it was rimming down.
Probably to me, one of the biggest takeaways is we all have kind of an idea in post of what we want to do. And when you see a shot like that, and you can see those clouds, and you can see the light, and you know that you can bring up the shadows in Lightroom, and you can bring down the sky, and you can do all that you could still make a nice photo. And it's still a beautiful place. It might not be what you set out to shoot, but it's still a great place in the end.
We knew the images we got at the Painted Hills probably weren't going to win any awards. The conditions just weren't that great. But we shot with our post workflow in mind even more than normal, and later it was cool to use Lightroom and Perfect Effects to edit them into something that I'm proud to share. By the way, there's a Perfect Inspiration video where I go through that process in more detail, so definitely check that out. And our Eastern Oregon road trip continues in a few weeks. Next up, Matt and I hit the Alvord Desert. The Alvord is one of those iconic locations where you're hard-pressed to take a bad picture. See you guys then.